Hi guys, I've been seeing a lot of comments on that about upgrading audio systems in the E60 53, well, the 530s and the 535s. This is just my kind of take on my experience. So I was looking into buying a 5 Series, but a lot of them didn't have the Logic 7 and the premium sound systems, so I kind of preempted this when I was buying one. So again, this is just my take. I'm not a professional audio system person or anything like that. This is just me at home doing my own research. So what I found was a company on eBay, Allwoods Audio and Styling, and they provide systems for the 5 Series so that it's all plug and play, no cutting wires or anything like that. So what I went with, after a lot of discussion with them, and they're very helpful, really cool people, they're always, keeping the customer in mind, is I went with this amplifier here that you can see. It's a DSP amplifier, so that you can connect your laptop to it, go through all the settings, you can tune it to how you like, and so on and so forth. It also comes with a little remote, which I'll show you in a minute, which is also really handy. So if you had two people driving the car and for example, girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever isn't as much of a bass head or something like that, then you can change the settings on the audio just through that switch, which I'll show you in a minute. So after some discussion with Allwoods Audio, it turned out that this would be one of the best options for myself, considering the price and my budget. So we ended up going for the match rear speakers, and they also have a tweeter in them, just to give you that extra highs. We went for the Vibe front door speakers with tweeters again, and the Vibe under seat subwoofers, and these all directly replace what you have. So there's only one bit of cutting, and that's in the driver's door, which is for one of these speakers. The little bracket doesn't quite fit around a metal panel. It's quite easy. You just take that metal panel off and just give it a little trim with a jigsaw or any relevant tool. So all this equipment is all hidden in my car. You can't see it. There was no cutting wires. And I'll give you a few pros and cons as I go through this. So we'll just jump in. Just watch the car, make sure to dent my door. There we go. Right, so inside there's absolutely nothing that you can see changed in the doors or anything like that. As I said, everything is factory interchangeable. However, when we look in the glove box, you will see I've mounted the amplifier up there. I found this was easy because then I have the cable that you can see here for the amplifier that I can plug into my laptop and tune all the settings and everything like that, which I thought was one of the best places, considering it's so tight behind the dashboard. So I don't know if you should be able to see that up there. Yeah, so that's the 6-channel DSP amplifier. And let's shut that properly, let's not damage that. And in the back, parcel shelf is not changed. The match speakers, after speaking with them, were the best fit, because the grills would go back over the speakers without any issues. So as I said, everything in here is it looks completely factory, and that's kind of the look that I was going for. A couple of pros and cons with the system. We'll start off with the pros. Absolutely amazing sound quality, and with the digital amplifier, you can go in and change all the settings yourself. You can manipulate the subs or the underfloor subs. You can change the tweets, all that sort of stuff. A couple of negatives: it does take a little while to fit. As I said, I'm not an audio professional or anything like that. I do my own DIY stuff in my other cars. But this one took a long time. I think that was also because I wanted to do it properly, so there was no rattles or anything. Behind the head unit, the cabling that comes with the amp, this is no one's fault. It's just very tight, so you have to be very careful when fitting the cabling for the amp. It's just very tight behind there. one of the cables, one of the digital optical cable, I believe it is, I might be wrong, it looks like a fibre optic cable to me. I had to change that around on the loom. Again, no one's fault. I think that was just one of them things that you just have to change it so it plugs directly into the back of the head unit itself, and that was causing me to have no Bluetooth and SOS. Not like I use the SOS, but the Bluetooth I absolutely use. Rear parking sensors as well. This was something that Allwoods Audio were very quick to respond with and rectify. So it turned out that the amplifier needed to just go on with the laptop and switch the rear speakers to a different channel, and that was causing me not to have sound. But as soon as I did that, absolutely working as normal. Brilliant, really good customer service from these guys. I cannot highly recommend them enough. So we'll move on to how I've mounted my little controller for the amp. So I've routed the wiring all down here and all under here. I've taken all the SOS, sorry, not the SOS, the mobile stuff out of here, all the gubbins. I've electronically sealed them, and they are actually underneath here inside, so you can't see them. You know, I'm personally never going to use them anyway, but I just thought this was a really nice position to have all your volume. Oh, it's just turned off. All your volume, you can change the channels and everything else, and then underneath there you still got a bit of room for your gubbins. Now I use a Bluetooth module so I can stream my music. This I got from Amazon. I think it was like £15, and it charges off the just get all this out of the way. It charges off the car and uses the aux at the same time. Brilliant little piece of kit. The only negative I got with that, this is nothing to do with the install, but the only negative I got with that is you've got to turn it on every single time you get in the car, which can be annoying. However, we'll turn on the sound system now just so you can see it all working and running. You won't get the sound quality, but just gives you a good idea. So yeah, we got the remote here that gives you your volume. Just move that out of the way. You've also got your modes, as I said earlier. So I've got 6 modes on here because I've played around with it and I've saved my particular settings to them channels. I think it can take up to 10, maybe more, might be wrong. So yeah, on here then you have your normal sound system. You know, there's nothing really changed visually wise. Oh, bit of Christmas music. So nothing's actually changed. It's just the audio quality is so much better. You might not be able to hear it, but let's change it. So yeah, really recommend this system. Considering getting Logic 7 and all that sort of stuff, I believe, I might be wrong, I believe you have to program it. This required no programming, it's all plug and play, and it just really worked for me and what I needed. But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to give me a message and I'll respond the best way I can. But anyway, massive shout out to Allwoods Audio. Brilliant customer service and absolutely fantastic products.